sometimes when you're doing a song, especially the demo, in this instance I'm talking about sad songs, you have maybe some parts that you're really attached to that you really can't wait to get in the studio and record. And for me, I had this guitar lead that sounded great on the demo, and then once we got in there, it just sounded so cheesy and so not fitting for what the song was. And I can just remember like the look on everyone's faces when I was getting ready to lay it down on this track, and I did it, and in my head I was like, oh, that was awesome. And I looked around and everyone was kind of laughing. So I realized that guitar lead wasn't going to happen. So, and that happens more often than I like to admit. But.
Yeah, absolutely. It was that songs can change drastically once you get into the studio. Things you thought were good ideas, when you can't really hear something on a demo, end up being something you really dislike.
But Sad Songs was one of the more interesting takes that we took on a song, I think, for our entire career. We didn't have a lot of loud guitars on that song. We just kind of let the groove kind of speak for itself. It's kind of right in between a straight and a swung beat that Pat's playing on the drums. So it definitely had its own vibe to it, and we definitely didn't realize if that kind of swing was going to work or not, but I think it really made sense.
Yeah, it was interesting while recording that one. That one was the only one where I was in a different room during the recording, and it just felt super strange to be recording together but not being able to see anybody. So that one was just pretty wild for me when I came back all together, and it ended up sounding awesome.
We got to put a guitar solo on that song. It's my favorite part that I did on the record, just because I spent a little time with Brendan dialing in the tone for the lead, and it really reminded me of some of my favorite guitar tones. It reminded me a lot of Brian May from Queen and whatnot. So it was really fun to kind of mess around with that tone for a while, and I think it really fits the song.
Yeah, I think the tones on that one are probably my favorite on the record.